What's up, viewers, developers, and future developers? My name is Herbert T. Hill, and welcome to Planning a game development tutorial series that's actually a bit different than those you are used to. So what exactly makes this tutorial series different from any other you normally find online? Especially if you're one of those people like me who's Googled up tutorials like how to make games or how to do this or how to do that. Well, the difference here is that we're not focused on the development side, even though development is happening throughout this series. We're actually focused entirely on planning to show you ways that you yourself can conceptualize and actually conform your data into a tangible product. Basically, we're going to start with a blank project, something that has no real work done on it, something that has no assets made already, something that has no real data. Basically, we're going to start merely with an idea, and we're going to build that idea into a project that we can actually build. Now, the reason why I'm actually doing this tutorial series in this fashion, basically starting with, nothing more than just an idea, is because I've noticed that, at least in my case, whenever I'd follow tutorials online from others about how to actually make or plan a game, basically their solutions are already done. They already have a working product before you even know what the product is, or even know what it is that you're going to get into, or even before you even know what you're going to be doing or how you're going to be doing it. Basically, everything is already laid out. So it kind of defeats the purpose of learning from, a blank page if the pages have already been filled. So yeah, basically taking that idea or whatever idea we come up with, which I already have one in mind, so you don't have to worry about that for this series, and we're just going to build on it. Now, I believe I should note at this point that you don't necessarily have to follow the example I'm doing, but rather just apply each lesson to your own project if you wish to do so. On that note, let's talk about how this series is going to work. Throughout this series, we're going to be building a very specific type of game with a very specific type of idea. It's actually a common game. You've probably played many that are like it, but it's an idea that will cover pretty much every topic I'll need to cover for this series. So that's why I'm going to use that as the example. As I said before, you don't necessarily have to follow it, but you can just apply each lesson to your own projects. But whether you choose to follow along with me or merely apply each lessons to your own projects, either way should be fine. I should also mention that a lot of these videos will be covered in annotations. Well, not literally covered, but we'll have a lot of annotations that cover material that I haven't actually mentioned verbally, but believe you should be aware of them. So I'd recommend watching these videos with your annotations turned on. This way you won't miss anything. It's completely optional. You don't have to do it, but it's something I would recommend. Another thing I feel I should mention is how bad my charisma is. I will admit I am not the best person for explaining or, giving descriptions. My voice sucks, in my opinion. And not only does my voice suck, but my audio equipment sucks because this mic is cheap, and trying to clean audio with it, or at least through the program I use, which is Audacity, actually breaks my audio. I really don't know how to explain it. That's just how it turns out. However, I do hope that the quality of material being covered will compensate for this crap audio. And believe me, we have a lot of topics to go over. We have a lot of things to do for this series. And with that, I really do hope you guys actually join me throughout this Planning a Game series. I am really excited to actually bring you guys these videos. We have a lot to go over. I have a lot I'd like to show you. And I do hope that I can get your subscription so you can actually keep up to date with all the videos I'll be putting up. Feel free to like, comment, and rate the videos. Though the biggest ways to help support this channel will be to support me on Patreon and share these videos. With your support on Patreon, you'll be funding the completion of this series. And not just me making all these videos, but actually getting this game developed and published. Your support on Patreon will also help on future projects, including the next Planning a Game series I'll be doing once this one is finished. I also have a link to my PayPal for those who'd rather leave a donation rather than becoming a patron. Either way, any contribution you can give will help the series. So to that end, thank you for taking the time to go through this video, and I hope you'll join me throughout this series. And to that, I hope to see you in the next video.